All right, so we all know the drill. Blue bin for recycling, green bin for trash. Easy, right?
You'd think so. But there's a whole lot happening behind the scenes of our recycling system, stuff most of us never even think about.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today. The often overlooked, sometimes misunderstood world of the recycling worker.
We're going way beyond paper goes here, plastic goes there. This is about understanding the nitty-gritty reality of what it takes to give our trash a second life.
So no judgment if I admit I've always pictured recycling workers mostly just sorting through endless piles of bottles and cans.
Well, you're not wrong, sorting is a big part of it, but our sources paint a picture that's way more, shall we say, dynamic.
Dynamic, huh? Okay, intrigued me.
Imagine this. You're not just sorting cans, you're taking apart an entire car, piece by piece.
Hold on, like full-on dismantling a vehicle.
Exactly. Think of it like a giant eco-friendly puzzle, figuring out how to extract every last bit of recyclable material. The metal, the glass, the wiring, all of it.
Wow, I never would have pictured that. So we're talking heavy machinery, potential hazards. This is serious business.
Right, you are. Our career guide doesn't sugarcoat the physical demands and risks involved. This job can be loud, dusty, and you might encounter things like old batteries and e-waste.
Okay, so definitely not your average desk job.
You're not even close. But let's be real, there's got to be a reason people choose this line of work, beyond just, saving the planet, right?
Yeah, what's the draw?
Well, for starters, the job outlook is surprisingly strong. As environmental awareness grows and recycling regulations get stricter, skilled recycling workers are going to be in high demand.
Makes sense. I guess we've got a lot of trash to get through.
That we do. But it's more than just job security. Our sources talk about a real sense of satisfaction that comes from knowing your work directly contributes to a more sustainable future.
I can see that you're not just pushing papers. You're actually making a tangible difference.
Right. And here's another perk. Our career guide highlights the work itself is anything but boring. You're constantly encountering new materials, problem solving on the fly, and working with your hands.
So every day is different, kind of like a recycling adventure.
I like that, a recycling adventure. And who knows, maybe you move up the ranks, learn new skills, and eventually you're the one designing the recycling systems of the future.
From sorting cans to designing entire systems. That's a pretty cool career trajectory.
It is, and it highlights something crucial about this field. It's not a dead end. There's room to grow, to specialize, to really carve out a niche for yourself in the recycling world.
Okay, you've convinced me a recycling adventure sounds way more appealing than my usual routine. But let's say someone's listening and thinking, all right, I'm ready to ditch the desk job and dive into the recycling world. What's step one?
Well, the good news is it's not all about fancy degrees or certifications.
Really? So I can just show up at the recycling plant ready to roll up my sleeves.
Enthusiasm is great, but our career guide actually emphasizes the value of hands-on experience. Think of it like,
Like an apprenticeship.
exactly. Volunteering at a local recycling center or even a waste management facility is a fantastic way to get your foot in the door. You'll learn the ropes, literally, about sorting techniques, safety protocols, how the whole system flows.
And I'm guessing that kind of experience goes a long way with potential employers.
Absolutely. It shows you're serious, you're not afraid of hard work, and you've got a basic understanding of the recycling process. Plus, it's a chance to see if you actually enjoy the work before diving in head first.
Makes sense. So let's say you've put in the time, volunteered, gotten a feel for it. What's the typical career path look like from there?
Well, you'd usually start as what's called an entry-level recycling worker. Our source actually gives an example. Let's call him Jake. He started out sorting materials, operating basic machinery, basically mastering those foundational skills.
Yeah, got to learn the ropes before you can climb the ladder, right?
Exactly. And as Jake gained experience, he moved up to a junior recycling worker role, more responsibility, training new hires, that kind of thing.
Okay, so room to grow, learn new skills. What comes after junior recycling worker?
Well, that could be a recycling technician. This is where things start to get a little more specialized. Maybe you're operating and maintaining specific types of equipment or dealing with, say, hazardous waste disposal.
So still hands-on, but requiring more expertise.
Right. And for those who really want to climb that ladder, you might set your sights on a senior recycling supervisor position. These are the folks overseeing entire facilities, managing budgets, even advocating for policy changes. They've gone from sorting cans to leading the charge.
Wow, from the front lines to the big leagues, it really does seem like there's a place for everyone in the recycling world, no matter your interest or skill set.
Exactly. And, we've talked about how technology is changing the game on the recycling plant floor, but it's also changing how people get hired.
You mean those applicant tracking systems, ATS?
Precisely. These AI systems are becoming increasingly common in the hiring process, and they can be a bit of a mystery, even a bit intimidating.
They can be downright scary. You pour your heart and soul into your resume, and then it just disappears into the digital void.
It's true. But understanding how these systems work can be a game changer. They're basically looking for specific keywords and phrases that match the job description.
So it's like search engine optimization, but for your resume.
You've got it. You want your resume to be speaking the same language as the job posting, and this is where tools like RoleCatcher can really come in handy.
So RoleCatcher, it's like having a secret weapon in your back pocket. Tell me more about how it works.
Well, think of it this way. It's like RoleCatcher has read every recycling job description out there.
Okay, so it knows what employers are looking for.
Exactly. It analyzes those job descriptions, picks out the key skills and key words, then, this is the cool part, it compares those to your resume and online profiles.
So it's telling me where I'm strong, where I need to beef things up.
Exactly. It's like having a personal brand consultant for your job search, showing you how to make your application stand out to those AI gatekeepers.
I like it. So instead of my resume getting lost in the shuffle, RoleCatcher helps me get in front of the right people.
And not just that, some employers on RoleCatcher are actually using the platform to actively search for candidates. It's like flipping the script. You're not just waiting for them to find you. You're putting yourself directly on their radar.
That's amazing, especially in a field like recycling where, like you said, the demand for skilled workers is only going to grow.
Right. And the truth is, this is an industry that's constantly changing, evolving. We've touched on some of those changes already, the robots, the AI. But who knows what the future holds?
Yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. We started with sorting cans, and we've ended up talking about, like, the future of recycling itself.
It's true. I mean, what about things like advanced materials recovery? We're talking about extracting valuable resources from things that were once considered, unrecyclable. It's like a whole new frontier.
It's incredible to think about. It's like we're moving towards this circular economy, less waste, more reusing, more sustainability.
And that's the big picture, isn't it? Whether you're sorting materials, operating machinery, or designing the recycling systems of tomorrow, it's all part of something bigger.
Absolutely. So to everyone listening who's feeling inspired, next time you toss that can in the recycling bin, take a second to think about the journey it takes, the people who are making a difference, and the incredible future of this industry. And hey, maybe this deep dive has even sparked an idea for a whole new career path.
And if you do decide to explore the world of recycling further, remember, our sources are just a starting point.
There's a whole lot more to discover out there. So keep learning, stay curious, and who knows, maybe you'll be the one leading the charge towards a more sustainable future.
Well said.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of recycling workers. Until next time.